David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hoosiers will put total leather to crank us up. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Running to the left. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
And some room to work. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morris. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Barker. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll try the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapting. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Under fire. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, now, if you're the quarterback, you got to know in this game, you better be ready every snap. You better know where the pressure is coming from because this defense is going to bring it from all over the place.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Hemby. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Trying play action. The short hands, it's Lane. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. That's caught. It's Strachan.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
Rides the back on the option. The give. Finds some fresh air. Touchdown, USC! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Morris. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play-action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you. And you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Not willing to try that 55-yard field goal. They'll try to move the chains on fourth and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. The short hands, it's Hemby. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Got it in the middle, it's Lemon. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Running into the open space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Ncaa26. Fires deep toward the end zone. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to pass, it's Ncaa26. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Trojans! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Barker. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Mendoza. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And that one will give them the lead.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Indiana! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by 4 over Ole Miss. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a scoop.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Might be looking to run. Escapes the pressure going right. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity, on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
Still looking on the move. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here we go. Oh, better look out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Mayava. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
This time he's got his man. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Black 24. Black 24.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Sanders. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Hits him inside the 20. Still going. He was so close to wrapping up this third quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running to Green. Breaks the tackle. There he goes. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Indiana! Once he got some room, it was over. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over, 1st and 10.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Connection to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Scanning the field, it's Fox. Looking left. Complete downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The give and tick, 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 tick. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board.